Yo. What's poppin'? It's your boy EJ, aka Sir Evangeline Joseph, aka The Bully, aka Mr. 10 Feet, aka Big Gym Stepper. Gym season. That's all I got for you.
And it's your boy Wayne, Willmatic Beats. Big Air 1/3 of Free Gems Network.
Hey man, say man.
I ain't even got too much else because they ain't even about us.
That's
today.
the golden child, man.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna let you.
That's the golden boy.
Okay.
Yeah. But
EP out right now. Single out right now.
Right now.
It ain't even about me right now.
Nah, it ain't. It ain't. I'm just popping your shit for you.
I appreciate it, my brother.
But we got
another legend.
Come on, man.
Oh, a goat. That's fitting.
Bruh, the black goat herself.
I'm trying to tell you.
The black
goat.
I'm trying to tell you.
If you don't know her right now,
you about to know.
You gonna know her. You gonna know a story and all that.
Right.
Man, who we got in the building, dog?
Man. Bro, I think Bo should tell us. Who we got in the building?
The black goat! How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing great. How are y'all?
Man, y'all got this motherfucker looking real. You got a nigga
right.
Real
You got
good.
shit high. You know what I'm saying?
Real player.
Right. We appreciate the hospitality.
Yes. Anytime. Go ahead and there we go.
We gon'
you know what I'm saying? Big grape juice.
So you ain't gotta do that, my brother.
Big grape juice.
Right.
Big lemonade.
First and foremost, thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
You know what I'm saying? We had to fuck with the black goat herself,
Right.
man. We drove all the way from Columbus. Thank you for letting us in your home and allowing us to do this wonderful show.
Yeah.
But first, I don't know if you tapped in or not. How we like to start the show is where are you from?
I am from the good place of Koga, okay? Columbus, Georgia, 706. You already know what's going on. Born and raised.
Right.
Born and raised.
Let them know, because too many times.
Too many.
Hey man,
them golden
They
kids
don't
want
to claim it.
They don't want to claim it.
They ain't even got to say it, because
Yeah,
you
it's
already
a beautiful
know.
place, bro. I mean, yeah, you got Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's cool.
Right.
But
It's straight.
you cannot forget about Columbus, and that's why we created this platform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We want to give they're not local, but we want to give out the artists and the entrepreneurs their flowers while they're still here. Because you never know what a person may be going through. You know what I'm saying? You may be at a down moment, and I'm shining a light on you, and with us shining a light on you, that could give you the motivation to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And also your story can help inspire somebody else.
For sure.
So
to start doing it.
When did the Black Goat? When was that created?
Oh gosh. Okay, so it was created. It was probably like my junior year of college at West Georgia.
Okay.
And the main reason I created it was at a point in my life where I knew I wanted to be big and I wanted something to be bigger than me. And also at the same time, I wanted to find a way to make money. But it didn't turn out being that way. It ended up being something like a media outlet for Black people. And I really wanted something that was inspiring, had a story behind it, and people would follow it. Because a lot of people be sleep on us.
Yeah.
Like, y'all be so sleep. Why? Like, we're the creators. We're the come up. We're the goats. Y'all still our culture. So I just wanted to show a way of Black excellence, Black positivity. The shade room be so negative. And to have something positive as far as business goes, that's like the main goal for me, is for everybody to just know that they can be something bigger than themselves at the end of the day. So.
How important is it for you to change that negative stigma about our people, our culture?
Yeah. It's very big because everybody, like, you see so many negative things. Like VH1, they have all of these shows where it's like negative energy, everybody's fighting, everybody's going back and forth. No matter how many times they try to change it, it still ends up being something negative. So I don't even post like any like bad news that's going on. Everything that you see on the page is going to be positive.
And
yeah, even when over summer, you know, like when everything was going on with the George Floyd cases and all of that, I was very hesitant about posting that because I didn't want to put that type of energy out there. But at the same time, I felt like it was something that needed to be spoken about.
Right.
Because it was a big thing for everybody. Like there was marches going on, everything was going on, and you know, even with Brianna, all of that, like, it's good to be able to put a light on that and let people know, hey, we're going through this too. Like, yes, we got excellence. Yes, we have this, but this is the reality of our lives. Right. So it's time for people to wake up and realize that.
Absolutely. You spoke on the Shade Room. Right. What's your take on the journalism of today?
Oh, Lord. The take on journalism today is going... it is going down. I mean, not really, because I feel like the Shade Room, they can always spin it and like switch it up to be something positive, but it's just their personal take. They choose not to do that. And it's crazy because I looked up the owner of the Shade Room and I read her backstory because it's on Forbes. And she was just going on about like how she struggled as a black person, this, that, and the third, but you're putting down other black people. Yeah. So it's like, where in that? To get up there. And now it's like you keep doing that and you've gotten so many followers, so much going on for yourself that you forgot where you came from. So I just feel like it's going down.
Why do you feel like us as a culture have a problem with self-love?
Self-love. I think it comes from us growing up, and you know, nowadays I feel like a lot of little kids, they have so many people to look up to. There's so many like black artists, black actors, like black everything. And when we were younger, I feel like it was a lot harder for us to find that. Like when a black cartoon came out, I was like, oh my gosh, a black cartoon. Or you see a black Barbie, it's like the only one in the store. It's like a black Barbie, like that's me. Yeah, right. And then you go to school the next day and you're surrounded by people that don't even look like you. And they're like, oh, your hair, I can't play in it because it's too natural. Or I can't play with you because of the color of your skin. And honestly, when you go home, your parents are like, oh, we love you so much. Your friends love you. And it's just sad, honestly, because we should love ourselves at the end of the day. Like, we are beautiful people. Regardless of our skin color, everybody is beautiful. That's why I hate when people call somebody, like, ugly or, like, talk bad on somebody. I hate the word ugly. I hate to use the word hate, but... like
hate.
Honestly, we are beautiful people. Everyone is beautiful in their own natural way. God made us for a reason. So at the end of the day, love yourself. Love yourself.
Did you of course it takes time to know yourself and getting to know yourself and love yourself. So when was that moment for you?
When was that moment? Let me think a little bit. It was probably, I would say, going from elementary school to middle school was most definitely that time period. Because the elementary school I went to, if you're from Columbus, was Clubview Elementary School. And that is an IB magnet charter school. It's one of the top elementary schools in Columbus, and you have to test to get into it. So I was surrounded by white people. Like growing up, all of that, I was surrounded by them. And then I got to middle school where I went to Richards, and it was a lot of mixed crowds. Like I didn't know which side I wanted to be in. It's like I was being tugged in both ways because it's like I grew up with these people, but now it's like there's people that look like me and I'm going to school with them and they're cool people. So it's like
tap in.
Yeah, it's like you're switching back and forth and you don't really find yourself fully. I don't think I really found it until probably like 8th grade. I found my mixture. And then high school was like even bigger. So it's like, wow, everybody's mixed up together. You're just so happy, like, okay, I like this. It's different.
What was college like for you?
Oh, college was lit. It was lit. I was part of a promo team. I think that's one of the main things that made me want to start a business was I knew the owner of the promo team and like seeing his hustle, like always working, seeing like how he's getting money from it. Like he's just always on his grind. Like that really made me want to go after it and do my own thing. For sure.
So you talked about going from middle school to high school. So at this point, do you feel like you've identified exactly who you are and who you're meant to be?
I feel like I still have a few more years to like get to that point because the black goat is still small. And I feel like maybe once it gets a little bigger, I'll have an understanding. But right now, no, maybe like give me 10 years. We gonna come back together in 10 years. So
we're
we
at the same table, different spot. It's gonna be big ass
right. This big mansion, you already know.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna have different products
exactly
that you selling, and we gonna have the same thing.
Right, because you saw the Wi-Fi name CD Mansion. Like that's me manifesting the mansion coming.
What was that? Well, of course you're from Columbus.
Of course.
What was that transition like from Columbus to going to Columbus to Carrollton to Atlanta?
It wasn't that much of a transition. I feel like the biggest transition for me was when I was going to my first college, which was Mill, Georgia, and that was in the country, y'all. Like, we had one McDonald's, we had no Target, one Walmart, and it was a small Walmart that closed at midnight. Like, there was nothing there, and everybody at that school, like, we didn't have nothing better to do with our lives, honestly. Like, it was just go to class, see our friends, go to the caf. What are we doing for the weekend? Going out to a party 40 minutes away. Because that's what we did. And that was a big transition for me because I was very sheltered as a child, I feel like. So seeing everybody and hearing everybody else's stories about how they grew up, how they live, like, and seeing it firsthand, I feel like that really hit me. And now I went to West Georgia and was like, I was kind of used to it, but it was more city-wise. And now I got to Atlanta.
That's hard. Has Atlanta opened doors for you? I know, like, some people, especially the people that live in our community, we try to rush up here, and then we rush up here too fast, and life humble you. So, like, how has your experience in Atlanta been?
Child, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay, so I had this big idea planned out that when I moved to Atlanta, I was going to, be dropping stuff every week for the Black Go. I was going to be working on my business, ordering new inventory. I got up here, that did not happen. I was slacking I've been up here since October, and I just started getting back into it, like, this past month. Like, I started doing everything consistently. Like, it took some time to adjust to everything because it's different. It's very different because Columbus is big, but it's not that big. And then moving up here, all my friends are up here. I have family up here. I have a lot of opportunities up here, and just hit me. It's like, so where do I start? Like, what do I do first? And it just took some time for me to realize, like, Chloe, just start. At the end of the day, just start. So that's what I had to do.
That's a gem within itself,
right?
Because so many people stunt their growth or stunt what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't. The last episode, BJ on Scammer Gear.
Yeah.
He was just like, people got to continue just do it.
Right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And once you get that out the way, you pretty much, like, learn it.
Yeah.
And
on your own.
And then on, you know what I'm saying? And that's I feel like as entrepreneurs, that's a big part. Because you never know. You can do as much research as you want. Yeah. But you never gonna know what you're doing.
Until you put motion behind your words. It's just gonna be words. Honestly.
Absolutely. You're really big into websites and web design and all that. Have you always been into that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Club U did that to me. They for real did that to me because back at Club U, like, first of all, you had to test to get into school. So, honestly, once you do that, it's like they got you doing some crazy stuff. Like, elementary school making PowerPoints, making videos, remembering like scripts, being recorded for the scripts. Like it was a lot of pressure, I feel like, especially in the elementary school. And then it's like essays back to back, and you just want to be the top, especially being a minority at such a populated school. You most definitely want to be at the top of your game. So I started that when I was in elementary school. My mom, she always helped me out on that because my mom and my dad are very computer geeks. So they're the ones that got me into it. So I feel like it's in my genes also.
Bro, shout out to your mom, man. Your mom's a really nice lady.
Yes. Did you? Okay, I posted the other day about her, and she used to have a YouTube channel like 10 years ago. Like before people actually started getting into YouTube.
That's a flex.
Yes. And she was one of the first people that YouTube had reached out to monetize her channel.
Are you serious?
Yes, she didn't do it because nobody was really, doing YouTube at that time, and nobody was really getting paid for it. So she was like, I'm making money right now. Not going to worry about it. Now, 10 years later, it's like...
Yeah, I know she probably kicked
right. Could have been a millionaire.
That's hard. That's a flex, though.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
she a goat.
Yeah, nigga, I'm the first one.
Right.
Yeah, for the soldier boy.
Right. She mama goat. Right. What you mean?
So, I mean, that's seeing like resources to me. You talked about Club View, kind of setting that foundation, getting you in front of that camera, teaching you how to do those things. And you talked about your mom. What has been some of the best and valuable resources along your journey?
Ooh, most valuable resources. I would most definitely say YouTube. YouTube is like, it can show you anything.
So you went to YouTube University?
Yes, I did. And that's where I graduated from, okay? That's where I graduated from, like, editing wise, like using a camera, graphic design. I just started graphic design like 2 years ago, I want to say. And I taught myself everything. So that was hard. That's hard. I gave up my first time.
Speaking of graphics, you ever need like graphics, off the radar, this your man.
Well, we need to talk because I be doing graphics too, so
man.
we gonna have to connect.
Yeah, we can feed off each other.
Right.
Big graphic energy.
But that's another topic for off there.
But I gotta throw it out there every chance I get.
I appreciate it, man.
Every chance I get. What's the hardest part about running the Black Goat?
Hardest part is staying motivated. Cause just like I said, when I first moved up here, no motivation because I didn't know where to start. So it's like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to chill, go out, be with my friends, eat. But then it's like, at the end of the day, I need to figure out what I'm about to be doing 10 years from now. And this is what I want to be doing 10 years from now. It's like creating something bigger than myself. Like BET, that's going to be taking over. Yeah. Maybe not taking over. Because it's owned by white people right now. Yeah, it got bought out.
Black man sold it to the white.
Yeah. It's going to get bought out. Just wait on it.
Speaking of BET and how you're a representation of Black excellence, if you were CEO or if you had the bread to buy BET, how would you run it?
Oh, that's a great question. Right. These questions.
Hey, man, I do this interview shit.
Right. So, if it were, when it's in the hands of Chloe Craig Amos, it's going to be more positive stuff. I feel like they can be doing so much more. Like, they don't have anything out on BET for, like, kids. Like, at all. Like, they need to be doing, like, little kid animations. Like, they've been putting on Netflix. They need to be doing that. And on top of that, they need a news outlet. They don't have a news outlet. Why? I don't know.
They used to.
They did used to have one. But they need to start that back up, most definitely. And all of their stuff really just be Tyler Perry and reruns.
Yeah, man, that man bopping. That man, I think he got equity in it.
He probably does.
Because, even BET Plus, the subscription,
is mostly it's just all him. So, yeah. But I'm going to keep Tyler Perry. I'm going to keep him, but we going to have to talk. I'm going to keep Tyler Perry in my bag, but we going to have to talk about some stuff.
We got to start dispersing the love around here.
Right. Tyler Perry, I'm going to be at your studios tomorrow. Just
I know
wait.
you got to be, but hey, man, you got to spread the wealth.
Right.
What does the creative process look like when you're creating content for the Black Goat?
Creative process. I look at other pages that are just like mine, but have a bigger following.
Like what?
Black Culture News, Embrace Culture. I look at the Shade Room's platform, even though I find them negative. Some stuff that they post is really good, and just seeing like how many people, like what they do to get likes, what they do to get followers, who they tag in their pictures. I look at all that stuff. Like,
what's an example of that? Like, because it's somebody, you know, they've been watching you for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Give all the sauce.
Hey man,
oh no, I don't mind. I'll give it all out.
She on the platform.
Right. Free gems.
Shit, free gems, baby. You listen. This sauce don't gotta cost you.
Game.
So what's a like? Give us something like that. Like, okay,
so
if I wanted to, not if, but I'm running the Free Gems page.
Instagram, yeah.
So how can I get more followers and get more likes?
Let me tell you. Number one, you have to post celebrities on your stuff. Posting celebrities news, like you can even just make it like positive stuff, like the thing with what's his name, Jamie Foxx, and the Soul movie. The first Black person to be in a Pixar head lead and the first one to break streaming records. That type of stuff. Tag him in it, then tag a whole bunch of people that are related to him in that, even tagging like Pixar. Then on top of that, under the post, your hashtags. It all depends on your hashtags. You don't want to use hashtags that have a lot of use on them. I mean, you can, but if you do, mix it up. So it can be like, if you type in a hashtag, I'm going to show you. If you type in a hashtag on Instagram, it'll tell you how many people are using that hashtag.
Look at that, she giving game.
All right.
And the ones that do have a lot of users, they get lost in the...
Yep.
They get lost in the sauce.
So one of them says 180 million posts.
You don't
want that's not one that you would want to use. You would want to use something that has maybe like 100K or 1,000, or even like using your own personal hashtag.
Where you're more likely to get seen.
Very. And then tagging your stuff on your like bio, like in your personal pages, like tagging I'm with Free Gems, or anybody that's connected with Free Gems, have them put it in their bio. So when people are like looking, it's like, oh, okay, I see you. And then like, you know, follow the page. And it's also about the content that you post. Like you want to post something that's going to grab people's attention. So if I post something, I realize something that has a lot of words on it, it's not going to get a lot of likes. Unless it's really, really good, it's not going to get that many likes. But if you post a picture, that's going to get a lot of likes. Pictures and words. You got to mix it up. But I think, is that about it? Oh, and if you're using Twitter, look at the trending page. Because my Twitter has gone viral sometimes from tweets I posted. And I only got like 200 followers on my Twitter page. I posted about Jada on her birthday. I posted about B. Simone. And I posted something else, but I can't remember. And they all got thousands and thousands of retweets and likes. So just doing stuff like that people are very in tune with, is going to get you up there.
Okay.
Need a big gem drop.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Yeah. We appreciate that.
Y'all welcome. Y'all know I be on it. I be researching.
I'm trying to tell you, man. That shit be going up.
Yeah.
Right. If you could remove all barriers, what project would you work on?
Like, what do you mean? What project?
Or all barriers and, well, I guess, Black Goat. So how would you enhance Black Goat? Since that's already a project that you already have.
Yeah.
How would you enhance Black Goat if there were no barriers?
Ooh, if there were no barriers, I remember when I first did, it was like a brunch with Lays, and I was one of the people talking. And I remember I said I wanted the Black Goat to be like Walmart. So in a sense, it's going to be a place that has all Black owned products that are being sold. It's kind of like what Target's started to do, and they've gotten a lot of money from it. But I'm not even looking at the money aspect of it. I'm looking at like the growth for everybody aspect of it. Yeah, putting people on, like small businesses, big businesses, everybody's together. Like there's tens of thousands of different paper towels, tissues, all that. So it's like everybody got different hair products. Everybody has different hair, all that stuff in one store that's Black owned.
Absolutely. That's dope. Yeah. The Black Walmart. The Black Goat.
The Walmart.
Bro, could you imagine?
Wait, what?
The Walmart.
Where you going? Shit, the Black Goat.
Right.
Well, pick up me some bread.
Right, like the beauty supply store.
Yeah.
And it's going to have like other stuff too, like everything.
That's hard, man. You mentioned, 10 years. Come back to me in 10 years. Right. Come back to me in 10 years. Watch what I tell you. But what I want to know is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Okay, 5 years. I'm 24 right now, so I'm gonna be about 29. So 29, most definitely a millionaire. Like even like before 10, like I see myself being a millionaire most definitely. 'Cause I can't, like I've been saying this my whole life, like I just know when my time comes, it's going to come fast and it's going to hit me. So whenever that time limit is, God, I'm ready. Whatever that time is, I'm ready, God.
What you think going to come with that 10 mil? Well, not 10 mil, but that meal.
That meal?
No, that 10 mil.
Yeah,
yes, it's gonna be a 10
man. I like that number better.
Me too.
With that 10 mil, I know it's gonna be a lot of, I don't want to say stress, but I know it's gonna be a lot of other things I'm gonna have to take over. Like right now, everybody looks at stuff like, okay, whenever I get this money, I'm do this, that, and the third. But you never really know until that time really comes and you have it like in your hands, and it's just like, I've been waiting for this my whole life and this time is here. So honestly, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that 10 mil. But baby, it's gonna get invested.
Right.
I'm trying to grow.
You came out the gate like having brand ambassadors and wanting a team around you. How do you feel about like delegating, and like what's your thoughts on it? Because there's a lot of people doing this, what you're doing right now, but they doing it by themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
So you mean like just doing it by yourself?
Yeah. Like, what do you like? What would you tell the next person who may be bigger than you, but they're not delegating nothing. So like their stress is way higher. Yeah. Like, what would you tell them?
Honestly,
because you, like I said, you came in the game with a team.
Yeah, facts. Honestly, I feel like everybody needs a team. Everybody needs a support system. Like, even when I wasn't posting on the Black Goat, my parents were asking me about it. My friends were asking me about it. They're like, when are you posting? Like, what are you doing, girl? Like, where's it at? I feel like everybody needs that motivation in their life. You know, that little support system that's like, it's okay if it's not going good right now, but just keep going. At the end of the day, just keep going. So even if you just have like one friend, like always find somebody that's reliable. Like find people that you know that are reliable and that will be there no matter what. So it could be your best friend, it could be your parents, it could be your granddad, anybody. Just find that one person that's going to keep you on your hands and toes, 10 feet down.
Jim Dropper.
You already know it's going to keep you 10 feet down, okay?
You mentioned your mom. Like, was she a big supporter in the beginning? Did she see the vision?
She saw the vision. I don't think my dad saw the vision, because as soon as I came out with it, they came up to my apartment. I think they were like coming to get something, and they had a sit down talk with me. They were like, so what is the Black Goat? and this, that, and the third. And honestly, they didn't even want me to name it the Black Goat. They didn't want the word black in it, because so many things that have the word black in it can be, a lot of people look down on that, honestly, and it won't bring you money if you use the word black. That's what a lot of people think. And especially them, they're a lot older, so when they were growing up, that's how they felt about stuff. Like, if it said black in it, it's like, wait a second. So me, I was just like, I understand where y'all are coming from, but at the end of the day, this is how I feel about my business. Yeah. And I really appreciate that, but I'm gonna still keep going, and they still back me up with it. Like, they gonna always be there, and they always gonna keep 100 with me.
How hard is it just to block out the extra noise, and keep that level head?
Everybody know how to run your business better than you.
Right, everybody. But I always take it as a grain of salt. But I also feel like you're not going to grow unless you have other people's opinions around you. Right. So if you're doing something and it's not getting any likes, it's not getting no type of recognition, and somebody proposes oh, you should do this to it, you're just like, your business could go up eventually, but at the same time, it's good to try different things and see different perspectives, because you never know where you could go with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you see the Black Goat becoming more of a online magazine?
I see that. You're the 10th person that said that to me.
Man, maybe it's a sign, man.
It is a sign. And I've been thinking about, because I saw somebody doing some editorial work, and it was bomb. Nothing you've ever seen before as far as editorial work goes. And I'm like, ooh, if I could put that into a magazine and have it sent out to people just as an aesthetic thing to sit in your house.
That'd be dope, man.
Yeah, I've most definitely been thinking about
the
that.
Black Goat.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Well, the Black Goat on the coffee table.
You gotta have it printed out and just see what people say.
You go into the bathroom, you see the Black Goat with a jet.
Right.
Used to be in the bathroom.
It's just gonna have everybody in there.
Everybody had that drawer in the bathroom you can pull out with the magazines.
Listen.
The jet magazines.
Yeah, with the jet magazines. Everybody know about that. What are some of the challenging things of starting and maintaining a media site?
Finding the content to post. That's hard, because sometimes I won't even post on some days because I can't find anything to post. So, and I try to post at least 3 times a day, because you have to be consistent, morning, noon, and night. So that's one of the hardest things for me, is finding content to post. So I'll go to those other pages Embrace Culture, the Black Culture, and it's crazy because they started following me. I was like, hey, okay, I'm doing something right. But yeah, it's really hard finding that good content. And some people be copying off of me, and they got millions of followers. Certain things I post, if I tag them, that's another thing I gotta look out for. If y'all tag somebody, be aware that they can steal your content and make it their own, okay? And get as many likes as you did and not tag you at all. That's why you always gotta put your stuff on it.
You real big in watermarks, huh?
Very big, because people stole my stuff when I was. My page is still small, but it was way smaller than what it was, and big pages was after my stuff.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
You a big fish.
I am.
You a big fish.
It's about to be even bigger. Let's go. We about to be up, y'all.
Absolutely. When did you decide that you wanted to put out product?
I always knew from the jump that I wanted to put out product, but I didn't have the money to do it at first. Right. So once I went home after school, I was like, okay, I want to get some product out. So that's what I started doing. I started putting everything out. I really wanted shirts first. I tried shirts. I've had 2 shirt designs created. One of them I like, but it needed to be fixed. Another one I like, but the shirt quality was terrible. So it's a lot of, putting stuff in, getting it back, putting it back out there. It's a lot of back and forth to get something perfect.
Right. Trial and error.
Yeah, most definitely trial and error. So what I decided to do was I found a vendor. This is another free gem, y'all. It's free gym. I found a vendor. You can find vendors on AliExpress, or you can find vendors on Alibaba. Type in anything, research it, and then you can order as many things as you want. So once you do that, then you can start selling the products. But depending on the vendors, you may need a license to sell in the U.S. So that's why a lot of people they go out of the U.S. to get their product. Because in here, you got to have a license. Right. So, yeah, that's basically what I did.
So do you like to keep your products on hand, or do you like to drop ship?
I want to drop ship. I tried it before with a heater. Didn't work.
Didn't
work. I ended up losing money instead of making money.
Damn.
Yeah, because I had to pay eBay fees because I didn't want eBay. But yeah, I like to keep my stuff on hand most definitely. I feel like if you have the money to keep your stuff on hand, you should. And if you don't, then just drop ship at first. But be very hesitant about how you drop ship. And you don't want to charge too much because you could end up losing a lot of money from it.
Well, you out here dropping gems, man. You out here giving out the game. Right. Giving out that sauce.
You already know. Yeah. Dripping sauce.
I'm trying to tell you. As an entrepreneur, what's the biggest lesson you learned?
The biggest lesson is to never give up on yourself. Because I have weeks where I don't get no type of likes on my stuff. And then next week, some goes viral. So it's like, never give up on your craft. Never give up in what you do. At the end of the day, keep going. I know it's such a cliche thing that people say. But honestly, once you go through it, you realize, like, bro, I got to keep going. Right. Like, I can't stop. Like, that's why when I came up here, I was like, girl, get your stuff together. Like, you can't just stop. Like, you've had all these weeks where it's like nothing's going on. Then next week it's like, boom, everybody's hitting you up. Everybody's trying to get something. Like, you just got to keep going at the end of the day.
When did you get the confidence to bet on yourself?
I was watching a YouTube video, and it's this marketing guy. He's one of the top marketers in the U.S. And he was just saying, honestly, being an entrepreneur is always going to be a risk. Everything that you do in life is always going to be a risk. Driving your car is a risk. Leaving your apartment is a risk. Everything you do at the end of the day is a risk. So it's like, why don't you just go ahead and take this minor risk in life? And it can end up being something good. And I feel like any business can be successful if you have good marketing.
Real shit.
Any business. Like Kylie Jenner's business, great marketing. B. Simone, great marketing. Everybody, great marketing. So at the end of the day, you gotta market yourself and just keep going.
Bro, it's a lane for everything. Absolutely. And it's a market for everything. You just gotta tap into it.
You gotta find your crowd.
Real shit. Focus on your 10, not another. Focus on your food, not another plate.
There you go. Shout out
Riz.
Yeah. Gosh, I have his music too.
Oh, word?
He's so dope. Yes, yeah. I love his music.
Yeah,
I love it.
You should definitely feature him in the Black Goat.
Oh, for sure.
One of these days. We just had a photo shoot for BGBN. He just launched his label. You're looking at one of the first artists at this. On this label as well.
Oh shit!
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, my boy, he about to drop a project.
That's dope. Yeah. I'm excited.
Right.
Hey man, look, man, we plug people in around here.
I'm gonna have to do an interview.
Absolutely. Also, first episode, Big Rez, Be Greater, Be Nut. Go tap into that.
Tap in.
Hey man, got to man.
Big plug.
Hey man, the biggest.
Oh my gosh.
You was the most influential people in your life, personal and celebrity.
Personal, parents, of course. They taught me everything I know. Who else? Miss. Okay, I can't remember her new name because she got married, so please don't screw me if you see this. Melissa Robinson, she was my marketing teacher at Hardaway. And I loved her so much. Like, that's my girl. And I remember everybody's first name, which is so sad. Another marketing teacher was Misty.
Miss Miss Jackson.
Yes, Miss Jackson.
And Miss Lowe.
Loved her. I mean, yes, Miss Lowe. Because I took fashion merchandising and I took marketing when I was
fashion marketing and I did all that shit.
Yeah, me too. Like, they really inspired me to like do what I want to do in life. And they always told me like I was going to be successful with what I do. Because they knew I wanted to do something regarding marketing.
Big goat G.
Big goat. Yeah. Big G.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you. Man, thank you.
Y'all are welcome. You know, we work together, so shoot.
Absolutely.
We always gotta help each other out.
We appreciate this. Like I said, you didn't have to do this. You could have been like, man, pull up to such and such studio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we here.
Right.
With you.
The home is open.
Absolutely. One thing I'm gonna call an audible.
Okay,
an actual audible. One thing that we don't never get. What would you ask us?
Ooh, I'm excited. So, I heard you earlier talking about like the Free Gems network and everything. So, what decided y'all to do a network instead of just a plain podcast like everybody?
Future. Yeah. Like we taking over the future.
Oh, you saying the future? I thought you were talking about the rapper.
Nah.
I heard her say he got a
network. No, I'm saying like, of course we're starting out as a podcast, but
we big on manifestation.
Right. Look at
Very
this.
much so.
You know what I'm saying? You provided us with the lights. Like, we came, and yes, we have visuals, and you know we do run our own audio.
Right.
We put out our own stuff. We do everything by ourselves.
Right.
That is really, really important to us. We don't need no cosign. We don't need no like, you know what I'm saying? But no knock to nobody else. But one of the biggest goals of ours is we want to produce other shows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not podcasts.
Yeah.
Other shows, because in today's time anything can be a show. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have cable. You don't have to be syndicated. Because you can stream it. If you watching it on YouTube, guess what you're doing? You're watching our show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're on TV.
Right.
Like, we're on TV, we're on your phone, we're on your laptop.
Right.
So that's what made us want to be. That's, in my opinion.
Right.
They may have other opinions.
You hit it on the head. At least for me.
That's what makes us a network instead of just a podcast.
Right.
Okay. And then my next question is, how important is it to y'all to have people that already have the mindset and focus of, you know, where they want to be in the future? Like, I feel like y'all's friend group, y'all have a lot going on. Yeah. Like, y'all be on y'all stuff. Yeah, right. Like, y'all be on it. So it's like, how important is it to surround your people with other people? Well, surround yourself with others that are doing basically what you're doing or have the same mindset and goals in life?
I answer it first. I think, and you spoke on it in the last one. It's important is to surround yourself with like-minded people.
Yeah.
People who's doing positive things, whether it's in their community, other business owners. Like I said, just people who want to do better. It's important to surround yourself by that. It's important to surround yourself by people who want to win.
For sure.
Surrounding yourself by those kind of people will inspire you eventually.
And they get it.
Yeah.
They understand because they going through the same shit.
Right. They understand that when you get yourself up and running, they want to support you the way that you've been supporting them. It's important to surround yourself by that positive energy instead of surrounding yourself by people who maybe been in the same situation. And you don't never want to downplay anybody's situation because everybody's been through something, but you want to surround yourself by people who are trying to elevate. You know, for sure.
Like it with us. You know, even just with us three being Free Gems,
right.
We each got individual things going on. You know what I'm saying? Even even with like the black, I said black goat. that too. That too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own thing going on. Yeah. So it's like, man, strength is in numbers.
For sure.
So like, and plugs. Like that's just not it's just not a cool thing to say.
Right.
Like if I know somebody who needs a video shot or they need a commercial to be shot or just anything. Yeah. I'm tagging or I'm hitting up Gumbo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're an artist and you need beats, I'm tagging, hitting up Wayne. Well, Will Manning. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
I'm Wayne. I said it.
I said it.
Yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying? But just like I said, strength in the numbers, man. Promotion. If everybody promoting it, sharing it, everybody numbers gonna go up.
Man, pop your shit, man. If you trying to get it off the treadmill, man. You know what I'm saying? We hit up the bully right here, man. This man is the motivator, the innovator. You know what I'm saying?
Look, draw out the play, we make it happen.
I'm trying to.
Y'all be playing.
Nah, man, not at all.
This man makes stuff happen right here.
And it's crazy how you said strength is in numbers, because y'all know how everything that happened with the stock market this past week, where everybody was buying stuff in GameStop and what other store was it?
AMC,
AMC, yeah. And they're trying to shut that down. It's like, we trying to come up and all the billionaires are mad because we eating off of them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And even with turning the state blue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the biggest political person in the world, but I know good enough to know what black people and what all people did, and to go vote, that was huge. You know what I'm saying? That's history making.
For sure. I feel like this was the first time where I genuinely feel like my vote counted. Like, forget the presidential election.
Right.
Like, but with the Senate and the House and all of that, that's where I really feel like our votes really mattered. Mm-hmm. And, like, everybody was coming in trying to help us out. Like, these big networks, they were trying to help us out, you know, putting up ads everywhere. Like, the people that John Ossoff and Warnock were running against, nobody really heard of them. Like, when you were driving around, you barely saw their stuff up.
Yeah.
But you most definitely saw Warnock, and you most definitely saw Ossoff.
Yeah, that's
everywhere.
what Trump did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trump, I mean, you know, the past election, like,
went to rural areas.
That man, his stuff was everywhere. He brought out all the races.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all the people the rich folks, all that. Like, strength is really in numbers, man. It really takes a team to make stuff blow up. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just not you. It's just not him. It's just not me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If one win, we all win.
Right.
Absolutely.
So that's
big facts.
That's it, man.
So, you know, when I become a millionaire, y'all gonna be millionaires too, you feel me?
Shit.
Because I'm be putting everybody else on. I'll be putting everybody else on. Y'all gonna probably be billionaires with me by the time anyways.
Hey, man. We speaking into existence.
Right.
We millionaires right now.
Right.
We playing with big M's right now.
Y'all in a mansion.
Absolutely.
Big mansion.
Big mansion.
He picked me up.
You saw
He picked me up in his vet. You feel me?
Right. We gonna speak it.
I got a Lambo outside if y'all want to see it.
Hey, real shit.
I'm trying to see that.
One thing I wanted to touch on, man, you pulling out some new not products but services.
Oh yeah.
I want you to talk about that.
Yes.
Right.
So I started doing more branding services. I've been doing it before. Beforehand, it was called something else. It was called Co & Designs. Okay. But I decided to incorporate that into the Black Goat instead of having it separate. That way I can basically maneuver it as Black brands can start with us, they can grow with us, and we're already about, you know, Black excellence, Black business, Black positivity, and I feel like the best way to be positive is to help somebody else out with starting their business, because a lot of people don't know where to start. So they can start by that. And I do website designs, I do logos, I am a social media manager. Shout out to Black Girls Apparel.
Yeah, you've been on that too.
Yes, and what other things? E-flyers and business card designs.
Okay.
I do those. Yeah.
Check you out.
Look.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Oh, YouTube intros. I'm working on hers right now.
That's hard.
Yeah.
For sure. Get it all done.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
So with that, are you doing those things yourself, or are you assigning people to do those for people?
It's on me.
That's on you?
That's on me.
She said you.
That's on me.
Right. I mean, eventually, once I get, you know, enough clients, then I'm going to start hiring people to help me out with that. But right now, I just got one client to really focus on. So
that's dope, man. That is dope.
How does that feel to be able to share that wealth with other black creators?
I love it. I love helping other people out. Like, genuinely, like, I love helping people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I can help you in any kind of way, I will. So, to be able to, and I'm big on, like, what you put in is what you get out of it. So, I'm always going to help somebody because at the end of the day, if it was on me, I would want somebody to help me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because everybody need help.
Everybody
need help.
Regardless of what you say, baby, you need help. You
don't
need Jesus.
Don't be too prideful either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do shit.
Don't be too proud to beg.
Look, this would not have happened had us three not come together.
Mm-hmm.
At all. At all. Like, I couldn't do this shit by myself. I wouldn't want to do this shit by myself. He couldn't do this shit by himself.
We tried already.
Real shit. Real shit. It was not organic.
Exactly.
for real. But once again, man, thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed
This
it.
This was really good, man. Boy, I feel bossy in this motherfucker. Like, for real.
I gotta get a black goat bearing, so next time, you know.
Hey, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But how we normally end the show, I don't know if you know, but we normally ask a top 5.
Right.
I want to know what's your top 5 media outlets.
Top 5. Like me personally?
Yeah.
Right.
Like
top 5. Okay. Talk to Pops.
Okay.
Well, this is in random. So Talk to Pops, Black Culture News, the Embrace Black Culture, XO Nicole.
Okay.
She's so good. I love XO Nicole. And whom else? Whom else? Oh, Black Girls, BLK Girls.
Okay.
Yup, promote.
That's hard.
Yep.
That's hard. Is there anybody that you want to shout out?
Yes, I'm going to give a shout out to Atlanta After Hours. My best friend is one of the hosts on there. Her name is Jasmine Saunders. She also has a YouTube channel. I want to give a special shout out to all of my brand ambassadors. Most definitely EJ, okay, and also Deanna. And we also have Jalen King, Mashika, and also EJ's wife. And yeah, all of my amazing people and my parents.
Shout out Wifey. Shout out Jalen King, episode 4. Episode 4. Go check that out. The tie-dye intellect.
4 or 5.
Changed his name. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but he did. But definitely, man. You got anything yet?
Nah, I think that's it, bro.
Well, this was amazing, man.
Another beautiful episode.
This concludes this episode of Free Gems Network.
Round of applause.
Free Gems Network.